Make Me a Fan Podcast.
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 Make Me a Fan Podcast. Make Me a Fan Podcast.
Welcome back to the Make Me a Fan Podcast. You know me, Sean McGregor. I'm joined once again after a little bit of a break. I'm joined with my brother, TJ. How you doing, TJ?
Doing good. How about you?
I am doing pretty good, actually. This is the first time we've had 2 episodes in 1 week. So if you guys can't tell, we're going to kind of hammer through the month of November, try to get back to the number of, episodes we should have for our 1-year anniversary, which should be about 50 episodes. We missed a bunch of episodes when I was out with my skull fracture. So Tuesdays from now on, or at least for the next month, we're going to try this out. Tuesdays are going to be a true crime episode, and then on Thursdays, it's going to be a conspiracy episode. So, conspiracy theories is our second highest rated topic request from you, the fans. So, if we want to get into conspiracies, we really have to start at the start, at the top of the pyramid, if you will, the group that runs the world and is responsible for most of the conspiracy theories, the Illuminati. So we're going to find out, what is the Illuminati, when did it start, and who exactly is in the Illuminati? Well, from what I found, the Illuminati came into being on May 1st, 1776, as the Order of the Illuminati, or the Bavarian Illuminati as it's known today. Not a whole lot is known about them because what was recorded was written in German. And what we do know is that they began as a secret society, initially with only 5 members. They opposed the Roman Catholic Church's power over science and philosophy, and they sought to free themselves from the church and restrictions of the government. It's kind of ironic. They started that, and now they're controlling the government, right?
Yeah, right.
Like most secret societies, they didn't stay very secret for long, and people gossiped about the mission of the group. The founder of the Illuminati is believed to be a German philosopher named Adam Weishaupt.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Sounds pretty good to me.
So in 1773, Weishaupt was made the chair of canon law at the University of Ingolstadt, a university in Bavaria that was largely influenced by the Roman Catholic Church. Before this, the position had been occupied by priests for 90 years. 2 years later, he was the dean of the university at the age of 27. And many of the priests at the university weren't too happy with this young hotshot who was gaining so much power. Jesuits and Weishaupt fought over the church's intolerance and bigotry. And this led him to conclude that a secret group would be the only way to overthrow the status quo. So, of course, he wanted to be a Freemason. The only problem was that he didn't have the money to pay the admission fee, and he also concluded in the end that the Freemasons weren't quite secret enough. So he figured he'll just make his own secret society. The Order of the Illuminati would soon grow from 5 members to thousands. They recruited Freemasons from the lodges and other European countries. Because they became so popular, staying hidden wasn't so easy. Secret societies were made illegal and punishable by death a few years after Karl Theodor became ruler of Bavaria in 1777. So after that, Weishaupt was exiled to Gotha, Germany, and he died there.
Well, that's pretty sad.
Depending on what side of history you're looking at, that could be, a happy ending to the story.
That's true.
The bad guy goes and dies in exile.
Yeah.
So because the Order of the Illuminati got so big, splinter groups formed. And as those groups came to an end, people throughout the following decades and into the next centuries would take it upon themselves to create Illuminati-linked groups. Groups like the Ordo Templi Orientis that founder Theodore Roos in 1880. They even used Illuminati as one of the ranks in their group. The Illuminati Order in 1988 and Orden Illuminati in 1995. So the Illuminati is believed to have been conspiring to establish a new world order, not to be confused with the wrestling group
NWO.
Yeah, led by Hulk Hogan. Yeah, they want to set up a single government to basically control the whole planet. The Illuminati has agents who control movies, music, banks, governments, and other powerful institutions, and their influence combined with strategic decisions would result in this totalitarian one-world government. Some people believe that the Skull and Bones and the Bilderberg Group are front organizations for the Illuminati. Nesta Helen Webster's theory states that the Illuminati was run by the Jewish elite to spread communism and capitalism to divide the world and then rule it, which pretty plausible if you look at politics today.
Yeah.
I mean, you're either so far left, with socialism, or you're so far right with capitalism.
Yeah.
And they're just constantly battling each other.
Yeah, it seems like there's no happy in between. You have to be one extreme or the other.
Exactly. And the government uses that to full advantage, whether, it's, freedom of speech or, the right to bear arms or even taxes or what you can see on TV.
Oh, yeah.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. In the early 1900s, Christian fundamentalists claimed that the Illuminati's New World Order would be a sign of the coming of the Antichrist.
Uh-oh.
Yep. There are symbols and clues to the Illuminati's existence throughout the whole world. It's even on our money. These symbols include the all-seeing eye, the Star of David, or the pentagram. One example of this would be one of my favorite rappers, Tupac Shakur, whose last album before he died, or quote, died, was entitled The Don Killuminati, the 7-Day Theory. And this led to a lot of theories. The word Killuminati, combination of the word kill and Illuminati, is either interpreted as Tupac saying that he's speaking out against them or that he's going to kill the Illuminati. Another good example is a rapper that I don't really care for named Jay-Z, who is thought to be very high in the Illuminati's hierarchy of celebrities. The hand gesture that he always does is looks like a triangle. It's been cited as proof. Some have compared it to the Temple of Astarte, the Astarte logo. I don't know if I'm saying Astarte properly, but
yeah, it looks good. Sounds good to me.
He is also accused of selling his soul, amongst other things. And the name of his daughter, Blue Ivy, spelled backwards, Yvieulb, is actually Latin for Lucifer's daughter.
That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not up to date on my Latin, so I couldn't properly translate it. But if anyone wants to hop on Google, I don't know if the Illuminati will even allow you to Google it. It might just set your computer on fire.
It got taken out.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, we were talking about him earlier before the podcast when we were talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
And how you hate what part was it? 5 and 6?
4 and 5, yeah.
Yeah, 4 and 5 when Michael Myers' mask looked more like Michael Jackson than William Shatner. But one faction of the conspiracy community considers Michael Jackson a member of the Illuminati. He was employed to brainwash the public. Another faction, however, says that Jackson was not a member, but actually was fighting to expose their control of the music industry and media. He was supposedly killed for this very reason. Yeah, I don't know if I buy that second one. I think the only thing Michael Jackson was looking to expose was little boys' penises.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Do you see some of the artwork that dude had?
Mm-mm.
He had tons of paintings of like him naked with like kids and shit.
Oh wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Dang.
And apparently they found a bunch of what he was really into besides kids was also bestiality.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and he would like
Wow.
cut pictures of like boys' faces out and put it on actual pornography because they didn't have Photoshop back then.
That was his way of photoshopping?
Yeah. Yeah, they found a bunch of sick ass shit in that dude's house. He's probably friends with Harvey Weinstein. I don't know.
Yeah?
TJ, did you know that spelling Illuminati in reverse and entering it as a URL leads to the NSA website?
No, I did not.
Neither did I. It might be true. It might not. I don't know. By the time this podcast comes out, they might have shut that down.
Yep.
So many U.S. presidents are also apparently involved in the Illuminati. Barack Obama, George Bush, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, his wife, Crooked Hillary, And political candidates like John Kerry and other politicians have all been implicated in their involvement in the Illuminati. Some Illuminati researchers believe that U.S. presidential election is staged, while an Illuminati member or family is already selected to run the country. Which I can see that. It's like out of, what would it have, like 350 million people in the U.S., and they pick Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Really?
The two worst of the
worst. Like, you could probably go to a fucking crack house on the north side and find a better candidate than that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, and they're, all a part of this secret group.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, whose turn is it? George, you and your kid already had a couple turns.
Yeah, you're done for a while.
Bill's like, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you can't do it. And he's like, what about my wife? Okay.
Yeah.
So the United Kingdom's royal family has also been exposed for years as being members of the Illuminati. The Queen, along with her husband, Prince Philip, and son, Prince Charles, are members who have committed, get this, child sacrifice.
What?
Yep, they're devil worshippers, and they help the Illuminati control mass populations.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, so is the Illuminati really a secret organization of the elite dead set on world domination and a one world government? I don't know. We might never know the truth. Or rather, by the time we know it, it might be too late.
Well, yeah, if they're so powerful, they'll just erase their tracks. They're always going to get away with it.
Yeah, but if they're this powerful, how do we even know about them?
Well, I don't know.
It's like you look what Derek's doing with his Germatrinator.
Yeah.
Like, he's exposing all these big secrets. Like I just saw him post something about how government officials that are elected on a certain date, and that marks how long it'll be before they're having a false flag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I mean, well, I think maybe they're like intertwined so much with things that even though their secret is out that they're there, it's still so deep that people are going to be like, oh, no, that's not possible. So it's like too good to be true. It's like, oh, nobody's ever going to believe it or investigate it enough. And if they do, well, we'll just kill them.
Or maybe they're just like so cocky now. They just like, we don't give a fuck if you know about us.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck trying to stop us.
Yeah. Maybe they're, contributed to it, and they're, giving us false leads.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this whole thing about the birth of the Illuminati, maybe they made that shit up, and it's actually like, millions of years old.
Yeah.
Maybe the Illuminati killed the dinosaurs.
That was the craziest thing I found about this podcast was how like recent in history they were. Like I always thought Illuminati was like, I don't even know, like medieval, earlier,
like
hundreds and hundreds
the
of years ago.
Templar and shit, like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. But it's only, the 1700s, and I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, same year America became a country, right? 1776?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's when, we signed the Declaration of Independence and all that shit, and we won the war.
Sounds about right.
So that same year, over in Germany,
How come the Germans are always like the center of everything bad in the history?
Well, that's if you see the Illuminati as bad.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they want, a one world government.
Well, and they're trying to get rid of, what was it, bigotry and intolerance?
Yeah, they don't like the church.
Isn't that what's starting to go on now? We're trying to get rid of all the bigotry in America.
But it's just
hate
becoming
speech.
way worse.
Yeah.
Like, the more you talk about how you don't like your intolerance, the more intolerant you actually become.
So are the Illuminati happy? Are they winning? Or are they just going to give up on America and choose a new country to back? Or are they even backing the U.S., I guess?
Well, if they're in control of the U.S., I mean, all the, rappers and politicians.
That's true.
So maybe, they're doing this to, I don't know, keep our minds occupied so we're not looking at other stuff.
An overload of information.
Yeah, like there's just so much going on, and people are just so concerned about Antifa or Nazis or shit that don't really exist.
Yeah.
Like, last Saturday, November 4th, it was supposed to be Antifa's start of a civil war.
Was it?
Yeah. Obviously, that's not happening
Oh, wow.
because, it's Thursday and we're still alive.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Good thing.
I checked like Saturday morning. I was a little worried. I was like, should I lock the windows?
Yeah.
So I Googled it to try to find more information. I went on Snopes, which is, 100% accurate.
Oh, yeah.
It said, it's false.
Uh,
I was like, okay, well, Snopes says so.
yeah, nothing to worry about then.
Yeah, and nothing happened as far as I know of.
Yeah.
And good UFC fights.
Oh, heck yeah. That was amazing.
I wonder if the Illuminati controls the UFC.
Is GSP part of it then?
I don't know. He's from Canada. I haven't read anything about Canadian,
They're too nice.
except for that cult leader last week. I wish you would have been
Yeah,
here for that fucking
that's
episode.
true. But was he from there? I
Yeah.
can't remember. He was? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he just moved to Canada.
And the serial killer we're talking about next Tuesday, is also from Canada.
Man, Canadians are like secret closeted psychos.
Oh, it's all that maple syrup that they're fucking drinking in cold weather. It's
Right.
like, what else do you do when you're cold? You just want to kill someone.
Makes them go crazy.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts about the Illuminati? Like, any questions? Like, I tend to believe that I think all the, candidates for president that are running,
hmm
they might, like Trump and Hillary, they're bashing each other. Crooked Hillary, Trump's a loser, all this shit. They're friends.
Yeah.
It's all just putting on a show, putting
Yeah.
on an act.
Yeah, behind the scenes, they're in the back laughing.
No,
and,
for sure.
drinking a glass of scotch or something.
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
doing-
look at these idiots out
Sitting
here
back there
freaking
doing
out.
blow and shit.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know if that makes them part of an elite group. I mean, I
Mhm.
guess if they're all friends and they're elite, that is a elite group.
Yeah, and they're all doing it for the money and the fame. So
Yeah, and the
what,
power.
What do they care? Win or lose, they're going to make money and still be powerful. So,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of gets to the point where it's just like you're just trying to one up the other person.
Yeah.
Like playing foosball. Like at first you don't care, and then you're just like, oh, it doesn't matter who wins, but I'm gonna kick your ass.
Exactly.
So, all right, should we wrap this up, or you got anything else?
Well, I guess my last thought on this would be, I wonder. So all things start, for a reason or for a set of ideals, but then obviously over time things change. I mean, look at America and what we were based on, and now we're like, well, yeah, but that was 200 years ago. We can't base us on them because times have changed. I wonder if the Illuminati has changed at all. Like originally it was to fight intolerance and bigotry, but now is it just strictly about money and power? Or is it about just controlling everything and
They say
guiding it down a certain path or what,
Yeah, what's the phrase? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe they did start with good intentions, although a one world government, I can't imagine that's a good idea.
Well, I don't know. It's like communism. In theory, communism on paper could be a great thing, but then you get one leader who's crazy and then and now it's bad. Now everybody's dying and starving and
Yep.
so,
Or you get a couple people that don't want to, hold up their end of the bargain, and a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, with them being secretive, I guess we'll never know. But
Yeah, maybe they're just using the intolerance and bigotry to help further the cause to fight against it.
yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and we'll never know because it's a secret society unless we can somehow join them. I don't know. Do they have a website?
I don't know. They might.
Go on there
Do
and
they have
get
like
on
a
there.
Patreon
Yeah, or
page or something?
like a members list. Like I donate $50. I want to be a member.
Yeah, if anyone from the Illuminati is listening, hit us up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're curious,
I'm willing to donate a couple bones.
Yeah, I'll use my power as a podcaster to help tell people Illuminati doesn't exist. Come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Yeah,
This is bullshit. This is some fake news.
yeah,
This is CNN bullshit. Illuminati's totally not real.
yeah.
So, all right. I guess we should do the sponsor time, and maybe I can actually get the sponsors right this time because I was talking to Sasha from the Balanced Yoga, and because I went there a couple weeks ago and I actually did yoga and it kicked my ass. So I've been fucking up the name. It's not Get Balanced Yoga. That's their website, but their website getbalancedyoga.com, but the name is actually Balanced Yoga and Wellness Center. So go to the webpage, go if you're in southeastern Wisconsin near Milwaukee or Racine or whatever, and you want to do some yoga, check them out. They're at 9733 West St. Martin's Road in Franklin, Wisconsin. If you use the promo code MMAF, you get 1% off all purchases. I found out they don't have candy bars or anything like that at the counter. I was really disappointed. But yeah, you can sign up for packages. I'd like to thank our main sponsor, Deerwood Photography. In my opinion, the best photographer in, a 300-mile radius of us. It's probably more, but I don't know. Go to Facebook, check them out, Deerwood Photography. They're working on their webpage right now. And if you use the promo code Make Me a Fan, you will get a free print with, your order. So find us on Facebook and Instagram at Make Me a Fan Podcast. And Twitter, we are Make Me a Fan. And you can find all the information and sponsor links and how to listen at makemeafanpodcast.com. But you already know how to listen because you're listening here. But maybe you want to get off your computer and go on your mobile phone. Yeah, go to makemeafanpodcast.com. Thank you. And we will see you next week with a great serial killer. Say bye, Tej.
Adios.
You cunt.
Make Me a Fan podcast.
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 Make me a fan podcast.